up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Hey guys, sorry we're late. I was on the Patterson Ave Sports Show at 9 o'clock in the morning, and me and the guys were just having a good time. So shout out to my guys, James and Joe. Check them out every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on the Hardcore Sports Network. I'm here with my guy, Philly Halftime. We're on episode 68. What is next week, Halftime?
One more.
One more, guys. One more. And, yep. We get everybody in the chat today. Wesley. Hi, MK and Philly Halftime. One more to MK. That is not my favorite number. My favorite number is 3. Can we stop with that?
Oh, you keep on crying about the 69.
Yes, because that's my sense of humor. My favorite number is 3, which goes into 69.
Oh, you're talking about 69.
Yeah. Yo, halftime and Mitch Kofsky in Pittsburgh full time. Let's go, PH Sixers. What is up? What is up, Alexander? I still got to react to that Tom Grassi vid. I'm going to try to do that after this. Halftime singing his Pepsi. What is this whole thing with Pepsi?
Son said his name, Pepsi. Joke around, name Pepsi. When he was doing
What was that?
Fires game,
Yeah.
he was on silly mode, and he was calling Pepsi, Pepsi. Then he tried to call Coca-Cola. What do you call it? Cola-Cola? Like, actually is a soda.
Yeah. So, I kind of want to start off with the Sixers real quick, even though they did win against the Charlotte Hornets 108-98. But there's something that's bugging me.
Can you hear me now? Blaze?
I can always hear you.
Blaze said he couldn't hear me.
Oh, the microphone was low. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks. We had some technical difficulties before we started, but yes, I can hear them.
You hear an echo?
Yeah. Oh, echo. Yep.
All right. Having
Hold on.
issues, that's all.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yep. We can I hear halftime is really low, but now it's good, right? I
All
believe
right.
that. Yep, we're good. We're good. Now I can hear you. Yep. So
No
as I
echo,
was
right?
no.
All right.
Mm-mm. So I just want to talk about the Sixers real quick because even though we won 108-98, I still feel like Joel Embiid should have played next game instead of last night because the
Totally
Cleveland
agree.
Cavaliers are one of the best teams in the league record wise. They got one of the best front courts with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. So that would have been a real test for Joel Embiid because people are saying when healthy, he's the best center in the league. So why not put him in that test? Why not test him against those guys? I just had enough. And people are treating this like we won the NBA Finals.
Yes.
Like halftime, how do you feel about this?
I totally agree with you. Why did we should have beat the Hornets
Yeah,
without Embiid.
right.
So you should have sat Embiid, played him tonight, and I agree. Like if he's healthy, that's when you want to use him. You want to use him on a game where Cavaliers are a good team. We could sneak a win with the Cavs. I mean, against the Hornets without him.
Yeah.
Why would you not use him against the Cavaliers? That's just don't make sense to me.
Like, it's like boggles my. We both know he wasn't going to play back to back. We
Right.
knew that.
Right.
So after the Cavs, we played the Spurs on Monday. And then on Christmas, we played the Celtics. So it's something telling me I don't think they're going to play Embiid on Monday against the Spurs. I feel like they're going to save him for Christmas against the Celtics, which is common sense. They're the best team in the league. They won a
Well,
championship top
yeah.
to bottom.
They should, but are they really going? I got a feeling they're going to play him against the Spurs and not against the Celtics.
I got to look up. Are they home? I got to see when the Sixers are home again. Because the Sixers are home on Monday against the Spurs, but they are not home against the Celtics on Christmas. So they are home against the Spurs on Monday, then they're away in Boston on Christmas. So for me, I really don't want them to play against the Spurs. I really don't. Because the last time he played against the Spurs, yes, he dropped 70. We got a dub or whatever. But I really want that test against Boston. That's what I want. Because people are keep on saying, oh, we're going to be in the playoffs. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got us in the play-in right now. I got us in the play-in like the bottom tier.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just hold your horses. So halftime. Sixers are home against the Spurs on Monday. Then on Christmas, they're against Boston in Boston.
I would rather have everybody would rather have Embiid against Boston
Yes.
and sit him against the Spurs. I
Yeah.
do not think that's going to happen.
I don't
I
either.
blame this on Nick Nurse,
Yeah.
the way he's setting this all up. But I mean, like, what else are you going to do with it? Like, I'm tired of the kid. I'm tired of the game with Embiid. You know, I'm just tired of the Embiid show. Like, can't stay healthy. Is it time for him to go?
That's what we were talking about on Patterson Ave Sports Show an hour ago. We were talking about this. And we were just saying, whoever takes him, take him. The trade value is going down by the minute, and it goes up whenever he plays and has a great game, like 35 points. But then it's just like, how much longer can we take? How much longer is he going to be there, not there? It is so annoying for me to see that game in and game out. What is up, A? What is up?
What's good, eh?
I think I'm banned on Patterson. So, Patterson Ave, they really read the comments, but I guess they were too involved in a conversation. So they were like, I think they were just really involved. So they're a great group of guys. They're great guys. Yeah, he had 0 rebounds in 3 quarters. That is unacceptable. You're 7'3".
Yeah, but hold on. I have a question on this. This is my theory.
Yes.
Broken face, got the mask back on. Is he afraid to try to get it under the basket to get that? Because he's about to get hurt again. Or is he trying to protect himself because of him being hurt?
Probably, because he's really like what he said about his knee. He said that he's not feeling right about his knee. He's always been nervous about that. So for me, I think he's injured. I think it's all mind games. I think it's all mind games. So it sucks. It really does. But what can you do? It's something we got to live with being Sixers fans. It sucks. It really, really sucks. Yeah. It is what it is. Terrible. But Kelly Oubre played great last night. He played really, really well. And halftime, I saw your tweet about his defense. Talk about that.
Yeah, his defense has been awesome, man. I mean, like, listen, everybody always, and I always I got a problem with how people look at basketball these day and age. They don't really look at the defense of it. They look at the offense of it. They want to see how many you score,
Yes.
you know? But if you look at the defense, like Paul George did not score that much last night.
He shot terrible.
But
Yeah.
look what he did and spread the ball around. He was getting everybody else involved.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I'll eat later. You know what I mean? Oubre, his defense has been lighting it up.
Yeah.
The steals, you know, he's getting the rebounds. He's getting the steals. Listen, I always say he has that Philly attitude.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I love
Yeah.
that attitude about him. That's why I like Oubre so much. But, like, you also got to look at the defense when somebody's playing defense. Because Nick Nurse will have Kelly Oubre stop shooting and just play defense.
Right.
And you're like, well, what happened to Kelly Oubre? He had friggin' in the first half, he had 11 points. He didn't start scoring ever again in the second half because he's doing defensive work.
Yeah.
He's getting the rebounds. He's having steals. You have to look at all of that.
Yeah. It's just crazy. No one looks at defense as much anymore. Like Blaze keep on saying there's different types of defense this year and back then. But Blaze brings up a good point here. There was no LaMelo and there was no Brandon Miller. It was playing like a G League team, and we almost lost. Like, I was at the dinner with my friend last night. This is why I didn't stream. And I was like, dude, we were watching the game. And I was like, Sixers are going to be up by 24 points first quarter. Second quarter, they're going to hang on to the lead. Third quarter, you're going to see a dip. Third quarter is when they get mostly exposed. And in the fourth quarter, that's where I had us losing when I saw that. But I'm glad they won. They deserve to win. But
does it seem weird to you every time Kyle Lowry's on the floor?
Yeah.
Like, we're up by 20 points, and they put Kyle Lowry in. And everybody's like, there's a lot of people out there who goes, what does one guy have to do where we're not scoring? But it just seems to me, every time Kyle Lowry gets on this damn court, that the other team's going on a run. We'll be up by 22 points.
Yeah.
And here we are going on they're going on a run.
Yeah.
You know, because you got Kyle Lowry on the court. Is Kyle Lowry the problem?
It's more Nick Nurse when to play Kyle Lowry, because now it's just like you see Eric Gordon, and whenever he's not hitting threes, he's looseless. I've been saying that time and time again. It's just getting to the point where the rotations. I think Nick said this on my last show that I was on with Patterson Ave. Nick Nurse is the loser of the year because of the rotations and stuff. And for that, I completely agree with Nick there. I completely agree with Nick. It's just like the rotations have been terrible. It just goes in and out. Yeah, Ohio State against Tennessee, they better lose.
I need Tennessee to win.
You bet against Tennessee?
No, I bet Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Yay, let's go.
I need Tennessee to win, and
Yeah.
I think I'm getting 8 points.
Larry came in and they came back. Rant time. Said, yeah, I didn't watch the game because I was watching the Thunder game in college football playoff. Yeah, this game is just like we swept the Hornets this year. They are done. We're not playing against the Hornets anymore this year. So I just feel like we played.
I seen a comment like, "Are we always playing the Hornets this year? Like, what happened?" Because it seemed like we played the Hornets a lot.
We played them 4 times.
Yeah, but they act like we played them more than we really did.
Yeah. It is just unbelievable the amount of time. And we struggled most of the games against the Hornets. We struggled most of the games against the
Yep.
Hornets. Yeah. Oh my God. I just wanna these fans on Twitter, man, if we win, it's like we won the finals. If we lose, it's like we're done. We're a dumpster fire. Shout out to Blaze here for his round pick and roll. Blaze, if you want to hop on, I'll send you the link. If you want to go in the rain again, go for it. But
so it was funny. Phillies, the 76ers win. Somebody went on a rant, right?
you?
Check this one out. Went on a rant. Embiid proved me wrong. Oh, he's on fire. I mean, he played phenomenal. Come on, he played the Hornets. You didn't play to bring in Boston. You didn't play the Cavaliers. You're not playing. You didn't play a winning team. You know what I mean? Like, and he went on this rant, like, "Oh, bow to Embiid." Like, come on, man.
You mean
Let's
this?
be honest too.
You mean this? You mean this?
Yeah.
JJ, I love you, bro. You're like my younger brother. But like, God dang.
Yeah. I mean, like, dude, when Embiid don't play, you trash him. When he plays, you praise him. But damn, he did not play the. He didn't really play like friggin'. He didn't play a playoff team.
Yeah.
It ain't like he did it against Boston. If we did this against Boston, a lot of people, yeah, all right, you could say it with your chest that we played good, but it was not.
Yeah, you played a team in front of you. I get it. But there's different levels to the NBA. There's different levels to the NBA. The Cavs, the Celtics, they're up there. You got, I'm just talking about the Eastern Conference right now. You got the Celtics, also the Knicks in that category after they blew out the Timberwolves. That was crazy. You got those 3. Miami's taking a dip. Indiana's taking a dip. The Hawks have been playing really well, especially your boy Trae Young. He's been playing out of his mind. Yeah. How do you feel about that Trae Young comment?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. Listen, I come to the reality that the Sixers are never going for Trae Young.
You finally get to the reality.
I like Trae Young a lot, and I mean, a lot of people said, "But you guys are funny. Y'all told me, oh, that would be too small of a team, but now we got a smaller team when we had freaking McCain in there, and you're all like, oh, this is fine, this will work." Like, come on.
So
some people talk out their ass when they say, "Hey, Trae Young wouldn't be a good fit here."
So let's talk about this comment right here from our guy Blaze. Halftime and Nick aren't allowed to do the Sixers if they can pass the first round because they say they can't do it. They're called, what is this?
I can do whatever I want, damn it.
I can do it. Yeah, good job, Joel. You did it against the garbage team with the mask on.
I will say this, please. If we go past the first round, I'll be shocked. I'll be you. Bring out the beers, bring out the shots, because it's time to party. Because I'll be I'll have to drink on that day.
Blade, check your DMs. Sixers are 11-point underdogs. Yeah, the Cavs are very good. I love their team. constructed on paper. You got Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, the best backcourt in the NBA right now. You got Evan Mobley, who could win Most Improved Player. Jared Allen, one of the most underrated centers in the league. The bench, you got Cedi Osman there. I think he's still there. You got who's that small forward? Nick, who's their small forward? It's not Jonathan Isaac because he's on the Magic. It's some other guy.
But like now we're 11 points underdog, right?
Yes.
The thing is, if you're 11-point underdog, right? If MB would be playing, it wouldn't be friggin' 11-point underdog no more. If MB would be playing.
This is where I have to agree and disagree with A here. Paul George, there are games where he drops like 30 points, 35. He hits everything. The difference between him and Tobias Harris right now, Tobias Harris, he is not playing aggressive. There are games now that Paul George is playing more aggressive ever since that knee brace came off. Ever since that knee brace came off, he's been playing more athletic. Yeah. I forget where Cedi Osman's at. Yeah. Halftime, you pick it, and Gainwell cards are coming after Christmas.
No way.
Maniacs, yep. Isaac Okoro, Max Strus. Strus has been hurt. Facts, yep. Oh no, I'm agreeing with halftime again. Paul George doesn't have to score a ton when Embiid and Maxi Oubre. Yeah, he had 10 boards and 8 assists. Give me a game when Tobias Harris did that.
But he really did. But he was spreading the ball around.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really watched Paul George last night,
Yeah.
everybody was trashing him about him not scoring, but he was putting everybody in the right position.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what he was doing. People had to realize what he was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I see it. I mean, he got the rebounds. He was friggin' just making everything work. I mean, you'll be honest, if friggin', Kelly Oubre wouldn't have got as many points as he did if Paul George was shooting.
Yeah.
Maxie might not have got all the points he was getting.
He shot very well in the first quarter. I think he made 4 threes, Maxie, in the first quarter.
Yes.
And then he was cold from 3 for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
he was 4 for 11. He was 4 for 11.
Off fast.
Yeah. Yeah, Max. I love Max Strus's game for the Cavs. You have Karis LeVert, who's a bucket. The Cleveland Cavaliers bench, just those two guys, is better than the Sixers bench. Just those two guys alone is better. Oh, yeah, they have Tristan Thompson, too. That old guy. That guy who's still in the league.
Like, if we're going to win against the Cavs tonight, our bench has to give us over 20 points.
Yeah. Hey, Philly. How's it going, man? How's it going? Thank you for stopping by.
Big E's in the building.
Big E. What is this? WWE?
Yeah, I'm calling Big E.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. The name of the game is to score more points, though. Hey, congratulations.
But hold on.
Cleveland's so
you can look at it like that, but guess what? Also, you got to stop them from scoring.
Yeah. And it's vice versa. And it's definitely vice versa when it comes to that. But the Sixers right now, without Embiid, how about Gerson Yabusele last night? Did you saw that dunk?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Yabu was nasty. That was a nasty. I love that one.
Yabba dabba doo, Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
He hates it when I say that.
I do. I can't stand the yabba dabba doo, Scooby Doo thing. You got the Flintstones and the damn. You got the Flintstones involved in it. How?
Yabba dabba doo, Scooby Doo. It rhymes.
Scooby Doo. You got 2 cartoons involved in that.
Yeah, I know. What about Scrappy Doo? I'll just shout out for Yab. Yeah, that slam dunk was huge. Halftime, I want to get your opinion on the ratings in the NBA and how it's falling. Give me your opinion on that.
I don't know why it's fallen so much, but it has been falling drastically.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Like, I mean, I get it. Maybe it's because of football, but I mean, That shouldn't even cause the ratings to drop so much because basketball's during the week. The ratings should go up.
I'll tell you why. The referees, that's one. Two, everyone's just shooting threes. Three,
I hear a lot of that complaining.
people
Everybody's
watch
shooting
the
threes.
games online. People watch the games illegally. So not a lot of people watch cable anymore. So that's another reason why. But for me, it is all those three combined. It's just terrible what the game has come to. Really has.
But I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it's never gonna be as big as football.
No.
You know what I mean? Watch wise.
Yeah.
They're never gonna blow those records out, but
Who are we blowing?
What is
NBA
that?
is blowing
Who are we
records
blowing?
out of people
Wait,
watching.
Blaze, what is
Who-
that noise? I can hear it.
Who's blowing who?
Is that the TV or something?
Oh no. How about
Okay.
now?
That's good. That's good.
Holy shit! This mic picks up everything. Then apparently
Oh, you
that was
got a
my
new
TV.
mic.
No, it's the same
Oh,
mic.
oh, it's the same one. That worked. Wow. That's crazy. What the hell?
Sometimes it works good. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know.
Hello, but Blaze, you and I were talking about this on the pick and roll about the ratings and stuff.
Well, we barely got into it, and I saw a lot more of it, and I forget. I barely watch ESPN, but there was one that they were talking about the youth of today, how they consume basketball, and they don't watch the whole game. Majority of the kids watch highlights. They watch
Yes.
TikTok
Yep.
clips and YouTube clips, so that's part of the reason.
Yeah.
Just like you guys are saying, the game has changed and people aren't used to it. A lot of people give up on it because of the changes. Do I like the way it is right now in the ratings? No. What do I think they're going to do? I've been kind of thinking about this over the last week, and I'm like, there's not really much you can do. Like I saw them talking on NBA Today about it, and they're like, what are you going to do? Bring back hand checks and stuff like that? No, that's never going to happen. I think they're going to move the 3-point line back.
Wow.
Because, like you guys just said before I came on, and I'm not saying I'm an advocate for that or that should happen, but everyone's saying one of the big problems is they're doing nothing but 3-pointers. And if you watch the game, even the Sixers last night, the reason they were up by 20 is because they hit tons of threes right off the bat.
Yeah.
They were on fire for threes. And then
Yes.
they fell apart later on, which is a different story because, I'm not making excuses. We haven't seen this team as a whole consistently, and we're not going to because they're going to save Embiid every once in a while. And if that's what they got to do, that's what he got to do. I'm not saying I love it. I'm still not totally on board with Embiid, but here's the good part about that. We've seen this team, even if Embiid's not there, Drummond step up, Oubre. We have the pieces to step up. The Maxey,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, McCain's not there, but and what I said in the chat earlier was the fact that we beat the Hornets last night, who I was looking at the box score while halftime was live because my totally legal stream went down. And I was like,
I
man.
can't. So wait, that website doesn't work anymore?
Both of them went down. And then
Damn.
I was like, oh, damn, you threw me off. Now I don't know what I was saying.
We get the box score. Box score.
Yeah, I
You
look
were
at the
like,
box score, like halftime was going over, and I look at it. Half of the names, I was like, who the hell are these people we were playing? Like they had Seth Curry is the most notable name they had, and he was coming off the bench.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a good chance for unknown players to do well, and some did, but we got to destroy teams like that. That game should have been a 30-point game if we're up by 20 around half.
We were up by
21 at a time, and it was and halftime's right. It's like they changed the lineup in the second half, and then things started falling apart, and they, I'm not blaming anybody, but you got to put it on someone, the coach, for planning and who he's putting in. And my hate for Lowry isn't as bad as you guys, but I see what you see. I'm not dumb. That's his boy. That's his boy. That's his boy from Toronto. He's still hoping he can do something, and he's not doing it. So, I don't know. I can't give up faith because we have all these weapons, man. That's like if A.J. Brown would go down. Your Eagles team still is loaded with weapons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Maxey's our quarterback now. It's not Embiid. And he's shown that. But Embiid last night, look what he's done. I'm not saying I'm back with Embiid just because he had one game against the damn Hornets, but it's good to see him still be able to do that. But he was real tentative, like halftime said too. You could tell he's tentative. When you got to pull the mask up to do your free throws, you know that's hindering his view if he's taking it off when he's allowed to. I mean, no one's going to hit him in the face on a free throw line, but
you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gaining 100%.
I think that's why another thing why Embiid wasn't going for rebounds as much is because the mask.
Yeah. He's going to be tentative at first, and I'm not making excuses because I'm not on the Embiid train anymore. But
I'm not either.
I'm thinking of Cat and Ant last year. If we can get Embiid to take a step back, like last night, didn't he have I was looking at the box score. Embiid had 9 assists last night.
Yeah.
I mean, he almost had a double-double with assists, and I didn't get to watch the whole game because it kept going down, so I didn't see a lot of that. But that's what I would rather have in him, because what happens when Embiid gets the ball free throw line extended? They collapse on him. We got wide open shooters that should be posting up. Maxey or Oubre, cut to the rim, man. Obviously, Embiid can pass.
Yeah.
But it's tough. It's tough because, like I said, on my rant too, it's tough to be faithful with a team that deals with all these bad luck and deals with losing in the first round and hasn't performed the way they should. So I'm on board with that. I just can't give up on a team this early in the season. You can't give up on your team.
Our crew brings up a good point. People just look at the box scores. Everyone just look at the analytics. That is another big reason why the NBA is.
But the stats tell the whole story. They tell the whole story right at halftime.
Halftime, do they tell the whole story?
It's 100% true. Yeah, it's never the whole story. It's a big part of the story. When you're looking at it, you got to look at the numbers. But
I'm not a stat guy, though.
But they matter, but they don't matter. I'm agreeing with you, halftime. I'm not disagreeing. But when you got 3 players, 20 plus, you don't need PG to score 30.
No, I don't need him to do that.
That's stupid.
The way PG handled it last night. All right, you're gonna need me tomorrow. Boom. I'll show up tomorrow. You don't need me tonight, so I'll just pass the ball around and orchestrate this thing. And he did it.
Yeah, and look at the couple games that Embiid wasn't around where we did see the old PG come back for a little bit. He had a couple really good games. We don't need him to score 30 every game. If you want to say Maxey should be, I'll hold you to that because he's our star. He's our all-star. He's our MVP. But and Phil's right. You got to look. He watched the game, obviously, not just look at the box score. But even when you look at the box score, when they're adding, like halftime even said, he had steals, he had blocks. PG, and even the commentators said it, PG's doing all the immeasurables out there for this team. And you need that to be successful.
Yeah.
Do you think it's the slam dunk why the NBA has lost a lot of
the dunk contest? Yes.
No,
the dunks in it. Yeah, you're not seeing people attack.
Like slamming it down.
You're going to see what we see more of now is big man gets a rebound, nobody jumps, he's getting a dunk. Or fast break, wide open, he's going to dunk. We're not seeing Sean Kemp, Vince Carter drive the lane and hit, just hammer people.
Look at Ja Morant.
Yeah, he actually came out and said, I'm not going to do that anymore. But then he did a 2-handed double pump reverse on 3 people the next game. But I get it. I get it. When you see people, when you jump that high, you got to worry about landing. And if there's 4 people around you, you land anywhere near someone's foot, your season's over. So I get that, but I hate that because I love the dunk is my favorite part of the game. The threes open up the court, but I think
I thought you liked the way they dribble. I thought you liked the way they dribble up and down the court.
I really think the only way that we can kind of deter so many threes is to move it back a foot or something. You
mean like the big 3? How they do it with?
I don't want a 4-point. I don't want 4-point. No.
I'm saying put the 3 where the 4-point line is.
Well, don't they have 4-point circle or something? I don't know, or 5-point.
Yeah. You can put the 3 there. That's what I'm saying. You move it back.
I don't know how to fix it. Here's the good part. The commissioner recognizes there's a problem. That's good.
Yes.
If the commissioner's going, oh, we're fine, we're making money, nothing. He already said things need to change. We're not where we want to be. We just got to figure out what that is. And I love that about Silver. He's an amazing commissioner. People don't give him enough credit.
Pencil head?
And I don't know if the bald thing is the thing or not, but and I'm not camming up today because I'm in tons of pain. I have heating pads all over me.
No, you're good.
I'm
You're
in
good.
bad shape today, so I just wanted to pop on.
Yeah,
If
you're
anyone
good.
wanted. I know they
You're
want to see my
good.
beautiful face and everything. You know.
Well, it's right there. It's right there, Blaze.
So I don't know. It's just I can't lose faith in the team that has this many weapons. If we didn't pick up Paul George, if we didn't get Yabusele, and we didn't get
Yabba dabba
Drummond,
doo. You mean Yabba Dabba Doo,
He-
Scooby Doo?
just take the Scooby Doo off. That's stupid. It's just Yabba Dabba.
No, it's
But I mean,
Yabba
just think
Dabba Doo,
about it. Just
Scooby
think
Doo.
about it. I think all Sixers fans should think about this. What if they didn't? I mean, people that want to hate Morey and the coach and everything. What if they didn't get Yabusele? What if they didn't get Drummond and they didn't get PG? And we were just status quo from last year. They would be 1-30 or something right now. But luckily, they made those moves. So, count your blessings is kind of right now. Let's hope for the best, but it is disappointing so far. I'm not going to disagree.
Do you think a lot of people, and I love that you guys, because you guys know more about basketball than me.
Hey, he credited Blaze. There you go.
So,
Blaze, he credit you.
Do you guys think a lot of the fans are mad just because of what happened with Embiid playing in the Olympics, getting hurt?
I am.
Not telling nobody, signing him to that big contract. Do you think
Well, they're doing that, hoping.
Is that one of the big problems?
They're doing that, hoping that he's going to have the career year and not get hurt. I mean, here's what I wanted to say the other day. I forgot to do it. In all sports, contracts are not performance based; they're potential based.
Right.
When NFL people get signed, they don't get signed on what they did the last 4 years. They're getting signed for the next 5 on what they think people are going to do. That's the same thing with basketball. They signed Embiid with hopes that, hey, we got past all this bad luck. He's had injuries. Now we're only going to let him play so many games, and we're going to be careful, and it's not going to, but it still happens. So, you can't focus your season on what ifs. And I know there's a lot. I know a lot happened. It's bad luck. It's horrible. It seems like a curse. It seems like an injury bug, but it's not. There is light at the end of that tunnel based on the rest of the team. Embiid doesn't have to be the whole team. A couple of years ago, he was the whole team. It was a bunch of role players and the big guy. But now we got all-stars everywhere. PG's a former all-star. McCain's a future all-star. Maxey is one step away from elite at this point. But if Embiid does what he does last night, and like some of the first half I got to watch, I mean, his assist must have been in the second half because he was forcing up threes and mid-range shots that he could have kicked it back out or let Maxey run the offense. I didn't see Maxey get to run the offense enough in the first half, but they were still up 20.
Does it bother you?
Paul George, PJ.
What?
That was running the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They have 3 players that can run the show. But how do you figure that? I do not envy the coach. Normally coaches are like, I want to have 1 star, a couple role players, someone who can blow up. When you got 3 or 4 guys who can take over the game, it's not fun for a coach. Not fun because they got it. I mean, that's a chess game every night, figuring out, who starts. Because I can't say Oubre needs to start every game now the way he's playing. But what about Yabu? Yeah. I mean, luckily Drummond had that great game. It wasn't 30 points, but that one game where Embiid wasn't there, it was like, wow, we got a real center that's filling the hole and doesn't have to be a superstar. Then you get pauser for cats.
Even KJ Martin. Even KJ Martin's been stepping up too.
Yeah.
Oh, I seen that Blaze pauses for cats. I seen that guy on his thing.
Yeah. I told you I'm stealing that.
So does it bother you, Blaze, that Embiid had 0 rebounds in the third quarter? Like going into the third, he had 0.
I mean, that's part of going into the third. He had none in the first half?
None in the first half. I don't think he had any in the third. I think he had maybe 2 or 3.
I thought he had a couple rebound putbacks.
He finished with 5.
And if you want to knock Kyle Lowry a lot last night, it was Eric Gordon that had the biggest plus minus.
No, yes.
When Gordon was on the court is when they lost the lead.
He's been bad.
Yeah, him and Council. The thing with Gordon, though, he's lightning in a bottle.
He said about Eric Gordon was if he can, when he's on, he's on. When he's off,
Yeah.
Like, you might as well forget about it. Just
And once
keep
again,
on.
back to the coach. How do you know when to play Eric Gordon so you could catch that lightning in a bottle? Because we saw it the other day. Man, he was hitting like threes like water. I was like, well, where's this Eric Gordon consistently? We got to face it. We have 3 or 4 players that aren't going to be consistent. But we do
Placers.
have
That's a new one.
what?
You said placers.
Players. I said players.
No, before that you were going to say place, and then you were like players. I heard
Yeah, and, I mean
placers.
that's a fact. We do, but we also have, like I just said, 3 or 4 players that can take over the game, and it's a juggling act for Nick Nurse. He got to get his tongue out of Kyle Lowry's mouth and realize he's not what he used to be. So I'm not disagreeing with you guys on that, and it's obvious that's his boy because when they got to go to the bench, he's like the first guy they go to, and he shouldn't be the first. He might be the third or the fourth. And he might be more valuable in the locker room and practice than he should be in games.
You know what's the best thing Kyle Lowry has ever done this season? When he called that team meeting. That was the best thing.
And that's what I mean. You got to use. And
done.
thank you, Phil, for that comment. I really, I mean, I don't know everything, but I like to give my 2 cents because
he claims he knows everything.
I try to be level-headed about it. I try not to overreact or underreact or give up on my team because they're losing. And that's because
Was that a shot at halftime?
That's because I've been rooted in black and gold, not the other side of the state.
Come over to the other side. Come over to the dark side.
The Pennsylvania, I jokingly call them the Pennsylvania 76ers now because I can't deal with most,
but we won.
Not all.
We won. The Eagles won. Eagles won.
And it's Eagles Super Bowl or bust for your fans. For me, they win a first-round game. I'm good. Because when your team's ranked to go last in a division, you don't know who your quarterback is, and you do what they've done this year, you got to be happy at that. That's what I mean. A lot of fans out there, they want everything or nothing, and only one team wins the Super Bowl every year. So if the Steelers get to the playoffs, win their home game in the first round, that's a huge bonus from what they've done in the last few years, barely making it. Or like I said, the halftime yesterday, there's these teams out there that are waiting for other teams to win or lose for them to get in the playoffs.
Yep.
Our 2 teams don't have to worry about that. We should be happy about that.
I mean, your team lost and made the playoff.
Yeah. I tried to talk about Barkley in the other stream, but they didn't want to hear it. So let me have my 2 cents here.
All right.
He needs 139 per game to break the record. I am behind. I want him to do it. Don't get me wrong. We are. I'm a big Penn State fan, huge Barkley fan.
Go Michigan.
But 139 a game is going to be tough, and here's why. If you guys win the next 3, he might rest for the Giants. He might play the first half.
That pitch is off halftime.
He might say, I don't want to play the second half. Let the young guys eat like he did before for his personal record. He needs 104 a game to hit 2,000. That's huge to me. If he gets over 1,000, that I think gives him the MVP. They were talking about him needing to break the record to get the MVP. He gets that, and you guys are first going into the playoffs. You guys are first seed. He's MVP. He's MVP. But Josh Allen really close for what he's doing.
Yeah, Josh Allen, you gotta give credit to Josh. You gotta give credit to Josh Allen.
He's amazing.
He's playing phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's really been playing really good. But
no, Chad, I'm humble. You ain't bowing down to nobody. I'm just some dude.
I do think
bow down to me.
I say Saquon Barkley.
Give me your money.
Saquon Barkley still has a chance.
No, that's mine.
Getting this.
That's why I said give him your money.
But then
140. That's 140 per game. Like if he needs a 220-yard rushing game to break that record.
Yeah, for me.
And you know what all the skeptics are going to say.
Close in the Giants.
You know what they're going to say.
I'm depressed. Everyone keeps interrupting me.
They're going to say Eric Dickerson had one more game.
Oh yes.
Or Barkley had an extra game. I don't buy that. You can't compare eras. Go ahead, Mitch.
So yeah, I'm depressed. People keep on interrupting.
Well, anyway, let me go back to my.
Like seriously, for me, it's health over record. I really want him healthy. I don't want to risk anything. After what I saw,
his ankle in the last game, and you don't have him for your playoffs now. But he broke the record.
But I rather have him for the playoffs. I'd rather have him for the playoffs than the record.
I really want him to break it. I'm 100% with you
I
guys.
do too,
I really
but
am.
I'd
And
rather
knew-
have him healthy.
I wish more
wanna see
Philly
him
fans
go.
felt like
talk
you
about
did,
something
Mitch.
else.
Mitch,
Huh?
if he breaks the record and he's still healthy, then what?
I want him healthy.
Then
I don't
that's
care.
great.
I want him
you
healthy.
don't know what's going to happen. You want to sit him and make him go cold?
I think he sits himself. I think he will want to sit that last game.
Hold on. Blaze, really think about this. Against the Giants.
Like really think about
If you guys got first place locked down,
if he needs,
you don't need to win.
Say
You're
like if he
number
only
one-
needed 80 yards, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's impossible. But just say he needed 80 yards or something. You're going to say he's going to sit himself?
Here, okay, he might play the first half, but he doesn't get near 80. If he gets 30 or 40 the first half and needs to do the same the second half, then I think the coach steps in and says, "We can't risk you. You're our man. We need you for the playoffs." I hope I'm wrong. And he gets 300 yards this weekend. And then he gets it. Maybe he gets it before the Giants game, and he can sit with it. He's that good.
Oh, he is good, but I mean, I don't see him doing that. But I mean, like, I'm just saying, wouldn't it? It's just exciting to say, hey, he has a chance to do it.
Oh, I agree 100%. I'm with you on it. I'm
No,
excited
it's
about it.
1,000%.
Anytime a record that's been for so long is close to being broken, I'm all for it. Even, any sport like that, Now, the one I didn't give two shits about is the most minutes that LeBron just broke, and he bragged about it and said he didn't care about the next game. He cared about partying. Go fuck yourself, LeBron.
Yeah. But anyways, let's turn this back.
Brawny. And the arena,
But-
I heard one comment. I didn't get the comment on the Patterson Abs show too.
Go for
He
it.
thinks the arena is going to fail, and the new arena for the Sixers.
Oh, maybe I misheard
It
that.
was right at the end.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Right
I
at
really
the end,
don't.
he said they're getting that new arena. It's going to fail. He says he's not going to cheer for it, but he thinks it's going to fail.
I
What
don't
doesn't
remember
matter,
that.
Nikki?
I really don't.
Your opinion does matter, Nikki. So explain what doesn't matter so we can talk about it.
He's actually
record?
going live at 12 o'clock. He's
Are you
going
talking
live
about
at
the
12
record,
o'clock.
Nikki?
Yes.
What doesn't
I-
matter?
I think he's talking about the record.
He might
I
be
think.
talking about the record.
Yeah, he's
it's
going
not.
live at 12 o'clock for the Eagles
But it doesn't-
and Commanders. No,
Oh, LeBron's minutes.
minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Correct, Nikki. It's dumb.
Hey, I'm the
LeBron's
king of
minutes,
crumble
okay.
cookies. I'll take
Does,
it.
let me ask a question. Okay,
Yeah.
does his minutes, does he get paid more money? Does he get paid more money for breaking the minute record?
No, but his name is in another record, and that gives him more
No.
ego.
That's just his ego.
It's all about himself. See, it's the opposite of Saquon. It's the opposite. You know what I mean? Like, we saw Saquon when he could have broke his personal record. You saw the clip if you watch
Yep.
stuff. Coach goes over, hey, you want to go in there and break that record? Let the kids eat, is what
He
Barkley
said,
said.
let him eat.
Yes.
That
He needed
is
only
why
16
I
yards or
love
something.
Saquon Barkley. It's not because he's wearing green, please.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
It's
is.
green.
It's just
Blaze said
green.
it.
I'm
It's
glad
because
it's
it's
I'm glad it's
green.
Philly and anywhere else he could have went. What if he went to the Chiefs? Can you imagine what they'd be like if the Chiefs got him?
Oh,
in
they
there?
got Hollywood Brown back. He's
Yeah, I'm
making
just
his
saying.
debut this
Yeah, but
weekend.
if he would have, Blaze is right. What
Yeah.
happens if he would have went
Can
to
you
Kansas
imagine?
City?
Because they need a running back. Pacheco was hurt. They could have got him and had him fight Pacheco for that job or split.
Can you imagine if he went to? I know Detroit doesn't need him, but could you imagine Detroit
Yeah, well, they need him now with Montgomery out.
and Gibbs?
And
Whatever
half
happened
of
to?
them- And
Is
Holder
Gibbs
off
injured?
and all their
Yeah,
defense.
Gibbs is still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
I thought he got injured. No.
Well, they're in the talks of like bringing someone else in now, and they almost have to for their defense. Like
But I can't
JPP
see-
or all these guys that are not
But
on a team
with-
and stuff.
Yeah.
They're looking
With
around
the
for
defense, I can't
D-backs.
see the defense.
And there's Aiden Hutchinson saying, if you make it to the Super Bowl, I'm back. So he's going to be cleared by the Super Bowl. So don't beat him.
Let's go Michigan!
Beat 'em.
Woo!
He
So you
said
want-
the same thing.
So Mitch
If
wants the
Eagles
Lions to go to
to
the
the
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, that he'll be.
I'm a
he wants to
Michigan fan.
play.
Wherever my Michigan, you know I'm a diehard Michigan fan. Yeah.
Same division, same conference, bro. If they go to the Super Bowl, that means you didn't.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. But hey, I'm allowed to be fans of certain players.
Yes, you are.
Even
shouldn't
though
be
they're
over
on the
your
Cow,
team, but I get it.
even though they're on the couple on the Cowboys, and I freaking hate that.
Yeah. Like and like if you want to go back to that to the Steeler game, and people were saying, well, Barkley only had 60 yards. I mean, that's half a game. He wasn't in the second or third quarter. He only played
Yeah.
half a game, and he got 60.
Right.
So he would have got 120 if he at least if he played the whole game. So anybody who was out there saying, but that did hurt him, only having 60 now instead of barely over 110 or whatever. He needs 140 a game now, which is going to be tough. Washington's not the old Commanders. They're a decent team this year with a good defense.
Blaze, Nick has a question for you about Ricky Council.
But real quick before I go to the Council thing, for Barkley to beat the record, I think you guys need to lose a game, so that Giants game matters, and he's going to be in there the whole time. Like, you need the Giants game to get first overall. Like, you and the Lions are tied or something going in the last. You need to win that game to get home field all the way, which I heard you say on the podcast earlier, Mitch. Home field advantage is big for you guys.
Yeah.
If you get home field through the playoffs, you're going to be the odds-on favorite to go to the bowl and win it.
What about the bye week? The bye week is more important than the home field
That's part of
advantage.
it. If you're number one overall, you're getting a bye.
That's part of it.
Bye.
In the home games, that's really to your advantage. That's why I'm really hoping that the Steelers can find a way to get a first round home game.
Yeah,
Because they're more likely to win that if it's at home. If they're playing away, who knows?
Shout out to my guy.
You got to win against what you call it, right?
People interrupted me. I'm depressed.
Ravens, I have them losing to the Ravens this weekend. I hate to say, because everyone's saying, "Oh, Steelers are 8-1 against Lamar, and Lamar never threw more than one touchdown again." It doesn't. That's past. It doesn't matter. Ravens need this badly.
Yes.
And it's isn't it in Baltimore?
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe so. Yeah, you should know, Blaze.
Which doesn't help, as you saw last week. The home field advantage of the Steelers is a thing.
Shout out to my guy Joe, who's on Patterson Ave. The Eagles have played 16 straight weeks of football.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the Council thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
At Ravens and home against the Chiefs. I have them losing both those games, beating the Bengals at the end. If I'm wrong, I'm happy about being wrong.
It's the Ricky Council thing.
I'm so up in the air with him. Like earlier in the year, I'm like, he's inconsistent, but is he inconsistent because he's not getting enough minutes? Maybe. Last year, he didn't deserve the minutes yet. But when he was in there, we saw those flashes of brilliance with him. He was attacking the rim. He could shoot, pass, and do pretty much everything. I'm not looking for him to be a future all-star, but this dude has tons of skill. I'd love to think that the inconsistency is just because he's not playing enough. But I love his game. I think Ricky Council has a lot. I hope they don't get rid of him. I hope he's not a casualty to try to bring someone else in because of his potential.
Yep, I'm going with KJ Martin at the deadline. I've been going that.
Yeah, we wouldn't miss him. No offense to him, but we wouldn't miss him if we can get a second round pick or something, or a good bench role player for KJ. Do it. He's not doing anything drastic for us.
No. And David, you were not wrong about Karl Anthony Towns. He's been playing unbelievable with this New York Knicks offense, or whatever how you say it.
Well, if he keeps playing this way, halftime's pick for them to go all the way looks pretty good, because last year, I'm sorry, Jalen Brunson's good. He's an all-star. He was an MVP candidate. He's not a closer or a guy who's going to take over a game. People can't stop Cat when he does what he does, man. He is an anomaly, because that dude steps out and bangs threes, hits free throws, mid-range. He does everything.
People are saying he's like the second best all-time, or the best shooting big man of all time. I still go with Dirk.
I mean, he's earning to be in the conversation, in my opinion.
I'm going with Dirk with that, because of that fadeaway.
Mickey's right, and we've said that on Pick and Roll a lot. Change of scenery can really help. Not that he was doing bad in Minnesota. It's just I think he might match up better with Jalen Brunson than he did with Ant. And I never thought I'd say that, but what they got to do the same thing we got to do. They got wins recently, and they're just starting. They got to keep doing it. Sixers, same thing. We've seen the Sixers do it to the Hornets. They got to do it to good teams, or they ain't going nowhere, and they won't make the playoffs. So I'm not disagreeing with the fact that there's a good chance Sixers can do it against shitty teams, but not good teams. We haven't seen them do it against the good teams yet.
Right.
Yeah.
If they do, like I'm up in the air with what you guys were talking about earlier, whether they sit him for Spurs, play him at Boston, or the opposite. I don't know. Like right now, unfortunately, and with Philly fans, I know this is really tough. You got to have faith in your management on what they're doing with Embiid this year. I hate to say that, but you have to. You have to be patient and faithful that what they do might work this time, and we can have Embiid healthy for the playoffs. And I don't know, is McCain's injury definitely not able to come back for the playoffs, or is there a chance he could? I'm not sure.
A month or two, I think.
Oh, okay. See, that's the thing, man. We have to look at the long haul as a Sixer fan right now. Be thankful this is happening early in the season, not late. But it's still really bad. I'm not saying it's not good.
Yeah. Being the number 2 guy might have made the dynamics in the Wogs locker room feel odd. Cat going to a new team with a fresh mindset may have been a factor. Here's another reason too. The Timberwolves could not afford him. That's just basically it. They just could not afford him. They had to ship him out. They had to trade for DiVincenzo, who's not playing well right now, and then Julius Randle, who's been playing okay as of late. But this is the schedule for the Sixers in the next games or so. You have the Cavs, Spurs, Celtics, then you got the road trip of Utah, Portland, Sacramento, Golden State, and Brooklyn. And then the last one, I believe that's
Phoenix.
Chicago. Yeah, that's Phoenix. Yep. So I don't know when Embiid is going to play again. I mean, I don't want him to.
I mean, I don't see him beating Boston. Boston's really, really good. But that Utah, Portland, Sacramento, Golden State, Brooklyn, that could be a nice little run. They win 3 or 4 out of those 5 games. You know, you're getting closer to 500. And let's face it, you just got to be 500 to get to the damn play-in.
Yeah.
Which is stupid to me.
I don't see us beating Cavs. I can see us beating Spurs. I don't see us beating Boston. I see us beating Utah. I know, like, these games, how many games is Joel Embiid going to play? Because
let's set our expectations
that's the
low.
question.
Set your expectations low with Embiid. Count it to be every other game. If it's more than that, good. But what I got to settle, or else I'm just going to get angry and pissed again about it. And there's no reason to do that right now, because if they can manage him right, we know what he can do. When he's not there, we have the pieces to still be a good team. Drummond plays decent. Oubre's do what he's been doing. We get McCain back, Maxey. We don't need Embiid. That's why I'm like, I hate to say this, but if they just shut him down or could get rid of him after this year and not get anything, I'm not really mad at that. I really think you should get something for him, what he can do. But we have a good team without him. Not great. Notice I said good, not great. With him, we can be great.
Is better without Embiid. He plays better without Embiid.
But look what he did last year, though. If he can do what he did last night, I mean, not last year. Look what he did last night. If he can do what he does last night, win those 3 or 20 plus, that's why we went out and got the best free agent that's out there, because he does it. He can score 30. Sometimes he can do the double-double without scoring 10. He can do it all. He's a utility knife, but he looks like he's willing to know he's not the man. And I think that goes along with playing with Westbrook and Harden and Kawhi last year. With those 4, there's no best. All 4 are great.
Is it fair to say Oubre plays better without Embiid on the floor?
No, look what he did last night. Embiid was on the floor. Oubre's just really good.
Oubre's just. I like his defense. I really like his defense when he's on. But when he's on, his shooting and the dunking. I mean, he has that Philly attitude. I like the attitude that he has.
Yes.
Him, Drummond, and Yabu, those are 3 really good defensive players. So it's like, they're not going to be 10 blocks and 18 steals every game, but, there's a lot of teams out there that don't have very many good defensive players. We have some. So, when the chips are down and it gets closer to the postseason and these guys start stepping up their game and you see the level of competition step up, I have big time hope with this team, if healthy, can do some damage. We got a lot of weapons. There's teams out there struggling. Look at the Hornets, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Would you want to be them or the Nets looking to
thing.
trade for people?
They're dealing with injuries too, so.
Here's the thing: as a Sixer fan right now, we could miss the playoffs. We could be the 3rd seed if they go on a nice run. So we could do what was expected, or we could do horribly. And who knows? We don't know right now because we've seen this team so inconsistent. But we gotta have hope and faith because of these stars. A lot of good players on this team. So, and I know you guys don't want to, but you have to give credit to upper management for doing something in the off season. Whether it's working out right now or not, they did something instead of nothing.
Well, at least they did something.
Yeah, and
They
look,
didn't sit on
you're
their
ready.
hands.
You're ready for that something? Kyle Lowry, Eric Gordon. There's something.
I mean, if there were no
you
Olympics,
liked Kyle Lowry there.
That was last year.
If there were no Olympics, we would not have Yabusele. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's a lot of give and take out there for how this team was constructed. And maybe not having McCain for a while is a blessing.
Hold on. If we didn't have the Olympics, Embiid might have been healthy.
Yeah.
That's the biggest if or what or maybe that I've ever heard. So that's ridiculous.
I know that. That's why I said it, because you brought up the Olympics.
Well, I was bringing up a positive thing because you can't.
But
it was based on performance, not ifs, ands, or buts, or what ifs.
Yeah, but what if we didn't have the Olympics?
What if Embiid never gets hurt and he plays every game? That's not happening. So why even talk about that?
Because
I'm talking about not playing every game. There is a good opportunity for him not to get hurt again. We got to be real. That's just stupid for people to be like. And I'm not putting it. I won't name anybody. There's been people that are saying even in
now there's people that've been saying, okay, you could
in football. Well, you'll be talking to him tomorrow morning. Let's just say that. Talking about people getting injured, and just because they've been injured in the past, they're going to get injured next year. That's so asinine. Just because someone's been injured in the past doesn't. I mean, it might be a joke. It might be tongue in cheek and funny, But just because someone has had an injury in the past or multiple ones, for you to say, "Oh, we know he's just going to get injured again in the future," that's fucking dumb. Is it likely? Probably, but why would you sit here and wish that into existence? Oh, he's just going to get hurt again. Well, but with Embiid, I get it. It's happened over and over and over and over.
Yeah,
because so it seems like it's just inevitable. But what if it isn't inevitable? What if every other game works from here on out? Drummond plays out really good when he's not there. That's why they got him, right?
So what if Kyle Lowry doesn't play in the down the stretch?
Well, I mean, you could beat a dead horse all you want with him because he's your new Tobias Harris. The bottom line with that is Nurse needs to realize he should only be playing a couple minutes when he was really needed. Let him be valuable in the locker room and in practice.
What if we didn't sign Eric Gordon?
Then we probably would have lost one of the 6 games we've won because he had a really good game.
Yeah, one game.
Whee! But it gave us a win because we needed. He's like I said, lightning in a bottle.
I said that too.
He can still do it, and we're not like I said.
He can
like
do
with
it.
Lowry.
Ooh.
Like with Lowry, we're not expecting Lowry and Gordon to start every game and score 20 points. If you are, you don't understand basketball at all. They were brought in to be supplemental players here and there. Right now, Nurse is too confident in Lowry. I agree. That needs to change.
He's got a man crush on Lowry.
Yeah, he just got to stop.
Let's give Justin Edwards a chance out there instead.
You've been a big fan of Justin Edwards.
We haven't seen him. I mean, with these injuries, he came up from the G League because of these injuries. And that was an opportunity for a guy who has tons of potential to prove something.
What was that thing?
Jefferson. Is that the guy's name? Jefferson?
Jeff Down?
Yeah.
Not enough Jeff Down that dude can play. See?
Yeah, how come we don't use him more?
Him and KJ Martin are the expendable ones, in my opinion.
Yeah. I've been saying KJ Martin for like a year, ever since he signed that contract.
I don't want anybody. I haven't seen what Pete Nance can do yet either. We just got him. We haven't seen what he can do yet.
Wait, can you say his name again?
Pete Nance.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Larry Nance. I'm like, huh?
Pete Nance. I mean,
I know he's
a North Carolina guy. He's 6'4", him and good old McCain.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We don't know what he's got. I mean, but part of that is because we have a lot of talent at the top. that we're not going to see. That's why we didn't see Council a lot last year, or Trequavion. We didn't see a lot of him last year either, and I wanted to see more of them. That's a good problem to have, be honest. It's a good problem to have, stars.
No one really talks about Turquavion at all. Like, he's been a blip in the radar.
Well, he's not on the actual roster right now. Is he down in a G League team or something? Hopefully they can get rid of him.
Yeah, he's not with. I think he's gone. I think. But anyway, I'm just saying.
Like
Do you guys know what the G League team is?
The Delaware Blue Coats.
Is that who? Okay.
Delaware Blue Coats.
I've never looked. Oh,
it's a Portland Trailblazer. Yeah, he's on Portland.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck to him, because I think he was a nice little, you know what?
Halftime. I think you heard me say this before. I think the Sixers could trade Yabba Dabba Doo Scooby Doo.
No way. They just got him. That would be so dumb. That would be ridiculous to bring him in from the Olympics and get rid of him midseason. Come on.
I'm with you, but you want to understand why?
Come on.
I'm with you, but do you understand why that they could?
Because you want to blame it on the coach and the GM.
No. No. It's called getting an asset and flipping it.
No. He's too valuable.
That's exactly
if
my
they
point.
do it, I'm wrong. I'll wear a Philadelphia Eagles hat if that.
Oh, an Eagles hat. We were talking about Sixers. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna do something I don't want to do if he wins, not something I want to do. I have a Sixers hat, you ding dong.
In the face.
Yeah, there you go.
How come you don't use Jackson more?
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Reggie Jackson. Is he hurt or something?
No.
He's a good. I like his three. He has a good, nice three.
That's another thing. Well, without McCain, it takes it down a lot because he's lights out too. We have all the pieces, the defensive players we talked about, Oubre, Drummond, and Yabu. We have 3-point shooters. Right now they are inconsistent. I will definitely give you that. The numbers are there. It's obvious when you watch a game. But they have the ability. We have guys, and we saw it in the first quarter last night. When they're on, Maxey can shoot from anywhere.
Yeah. With
anyone in his face. I mean, Embiid, as awkward, as ridiculous as it looks, who's blocking his fucking 3-point shot? You know, he'll pull up in people's faces, and it looks terrible, but he's not a bad 3-point shooter. Oubre is like, I love his three.
Yeah.
He's been off and on.
Yeah, but he doesn't look like the player that's going to be behind the three and nail it when it shoots, but it's good.
What about Caleb Martin? He's been like a no-show.
Something like, we have 3-point shooters, we have role players,
can't shoot.
we have defensive players, we have superstars. They just right now we just got a puzzle, like a 100-piece puzzle, and like only 1/4 of it is together. Like they got to figure out the rest of the puzzle. We have the pieces. There's no argument. I know Halftime wants to go get somebody else. They may, but I don't think we really need to. If they can find Cameron Johnson, will be phenomenal. I'm 100% on board for someone like him because he adds defense, he adds skill, he adds like a good type of reliable player that could come off the bench. But I don't know.
I would like more. I'm looking for like.
But who's out there? That's what I don't know. Who's out
role
there?
I'm looking for. Because let's face it, our defense, we leave guys wide open for the three, and it's sickening.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not making excuses. That's not going to happen in the beginning of the year. When the time is down, that's when everything tightens up a little bit. It won't happen as much, I should say. It's going to happen. But yeah, you're right. It happens. Right now, Ole, it's like fucking, the Bulls coming. Ole, good, go to the hoop. We'll give you those two. It looks ridiculous halftime. I cannot disagree with you on that. It looks terrible letting people have layups. But it happens. I don't know how you stop that either.
Yeah.
A lot needs to change with the game. I'm not gonna disown it and leave it and not watch it. But
you know what needs to change? Blaze, you know what needs to change? The dunk contest. And what about the dunk contest I sent you?
Yeah, I just think, number one, ban props. No props.
Yeah.
You need to dunk with your physical human ability.
And no
jumping
teammates.
over people.
I don't think I don't think you should have like. Are you counting people as props too, or?
That's what I just said. I don't think you should jump over people. I mean, back in the day when people started throwing their self alley-oops, they'd throw the ball up and then they'd grab it and dunk it. And then like the next couple dunk competitions, it was like 80% of the dunks were them throwing their own oop. I was like, you got to get away from that. You got to get away from that. And it doesn't have to be the superstars. There are guys in the G League and guys that don't play a lot that are phenomenal dunkers in the league. Get the right people in, have more than 4 of them, for goodness sakes. Go back to 8. Let them battle each other, then go to the finals and get rid of the damn props.
Yeah.
I think that's what hurt the thing too in the NBA is all the props.
Because, I mean, it's not half of the – if it was half of them do props and half of them are doing dunks on their own, or maybe do it this way. Have 3 rounds. Have a regular round, have a prop round, have a regular round. Give them the opportunity to use the props, but I don't want to see over half of the dunks with props. It's about human ability. When Michael Jordan when Dr. J rocked the baby, rocked the cradle and dunked that one, he didn't need a prop. I get it. Blowing a candle out on the back of the rim or putting a Post-it note that's amazing. That's impossible. Tapping the backboard, how difficult it is just to tap the backboard with the ball and then dunk it. You don't know how fucking difficult that is when you're up in the air. Now there's people going under their legs twice, going behind their back, 720s. There's so much stuff they can do, but we're never going to see Ja and Zion and LeBron. It's never going to happen, and that sucks. Ja should be in one, Zion, but it is what it is.
If I could pick 4, oh God.
You can't, because here's the thing. There's going to be 2 or 3 unknown guys that are really good at dunking that we don't know about. It's every year. And it should be 8, not 4.
Mac McClung is going to be back in again. I love Mac McClung. I'm a huge fan of him, but
me too. And he is the type that will try to pull something new or fresh out. And he's smaller, so when he does
he tried to pull something new out.
Pause it for cats. And here's the thing, just like Spud Webb, just like Kenny Smith, when you're that small and you dunk, it looks so much better because he's way in the air. The slow motion looks phenomenal. And I used to think, you know what, they need nothing but former dunk champs and legends to be judges. Hell no, those judges are terrible. Even the legends are terrible. 10 you should give 110 the whole show. You should not be able to give more than 110.
Yeah.
The 50 should be an anomaly. Now it's like, someone's doing 50, like 8 50s in one, But I'll never be up against it. I'm excited to see the new format with the 3 games to 40. I really am, because I think putting instead of having time where they can just fuck around, for lack of a better word, you put the point limit on there. So when it comes in, it's 35-35. You got a damn finals game in the All-Star, because it's like Pavlov's dogs. It's like muscle memory. When a game is 38-38 and you need one more basket, I don't care where you're at. The level of competition is about to go up.
Yep. All right, guys. So I think we're going to conclude the weekend wake up here. Nikki Steves is now live on the Hardcore Sports Network with the Eagles and Commanders preview. So if you guys could kindly go over there, show him some support. Shout out to Nikki, man. Let's go Michigan. But
what?
Michigan.
Did they even make a bowl game this year?
Yes. We're in the Relic Quest Bowl against Alabama.
They're gonna cheat.
Hey, we're gonna win.
You're gonna cheat to win.
Halftime, Penn State's losing.
No.
No.
They're not losing.
All right, guys. Yeah, make sure you guys go check out Nikki Steves with his Eagles and Steelers preview. YTC is streaming a football game today. Cool Cat's going live later, so on and so forth. Make sure you guys look. Look at that.
Are you
Yeah.
streaming the Sixers game, Mitch?
I'm streaming the Sixers game tonight on my channel. Halftime is pretty much going to stream that as well.
Go Steelers today, too. Shit, I keep forgetting it's today.
What time are they playing?
We're 25.
I said what time?
4:25.
Oh, I hate that. Just make that 4:30. Yep. With that, guys, make sure you guys hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. And yeah, we'll catch you all later. Peace, guys. Halftime.
Catch you guys on the rebound.
Keep it where it is.